Before we have our first speaker, we have a quick presentation.
For Mayor Holaday, would you join us at the podium? Are you going to speak from here? So, for Mayor Holaday, we have just received a Milestone Achievement Award from ICLEI, Local Governments for Sustainability. It's a worldwide organization that's active in 100 countries, and Newburyport is being recognized as one of those cities by reaching ambitious targets and being at the forefront of sustainability and pioneering new solutions and challenges and challenging the status quo. We are getting this award because we just completed our greenhouse gas inventory, which took a year and a half to do. We measured everything in the city, every building, every boat, every car, every bus, every house. It took a lot, but this is step one for Newburyport from the ICLEI Award. So thank you very much, Mayor Holaday, for being such a great leader.
So Mayor Holaday is doing our keynote address, the Net Zero Newburyport. She's putting the city on a path for zero waste and to be carbon neutral. Mayor Holaday is currently serving her fourth term as the mayor at the city of Newburyport. She has placed a major focus on addressing long overdue infrastructure and capital projects, including building a new elementary school, senior community center, harbor master boating facility, DPS facility, and expanded rail trails. These projects and more were undertaken while improving the city's finances and revenues, resulting in AAA bond rating and 6 annual Distinguished Budget Awards from the Government Finance Officers Association. She has worked tirelessly to improve constituent services and to create greater efficiencies with major technology upgrades. Mayor Holaday has also championed many sustainability and resiliency initiatives, including most recently advancing the city's work as an MVP community. Mayor Holaday holds a Master of Science from Boston University, a Master of Education from the University of New Hampshire, and a Juris Doctor from the Massachusetts School of Law. She moved to Newburyport in 1979, where she met her husband, Joe Holaday, and raised their 2 sons. Mayor Holaday?
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight at this amazing Expo. I wanted to especially recognize our city champion of green initiatives, sustainability and resiliency, Molly Ettenberg. And although, as you know, she frequently shuns recognition, Molly's passion, commitment, and especially her work ethic draws people to volunteer here and help advance our city on these initiatives. In 2009, Mayor Moak initiated the Energy Advisory Committee that 10 years later continues to thrive with an outstanding group of individuals who work diligently on a range of green energy initiatives, including leading us in the attainment of green community status. Storm surge then emerged and began educating the greater community on the science and impact of climate change on coastal communities. Following an invitation to spend a weekend in southern New Hampshire with U.S. coastal mayors, sponsored by the Union of Concerned Scientists, I knew we had much more work to do in our city and formed the Ad Hoc Resiliency Group. We will shortly have a comprehensive resiliency and sustainability plan for Newburyport and Plum Island. Members of this group have also taken on the work, guiding us through the state municipal vulnerabilities preparedness program, identifying our assets at risk and beginning the development of protections. For example, the wastewater treatment facility, which we've just invested $35 million in, and protecting our water supply. As a result of these tremendous community efforts, and as a member of the Climate Change Mayors Group, I was invited last fall to the Global Climate Action Summit in San Francisco and was so pleased when the invitation was extended to Molly. We made bold but achievable and necessary commitments for Newburyport. First, the city expounded on our 2017 master plan commitment to a net zero energy community by 2050. With guidance from our Energy Advisory Committee, the city will require all new buildings to operate at net zero by 2030, as defined by the World Green Building Council Net Zero Carbon Buildings Criteria. Say that 3 times fast. There are many key performance indicators involved to reach this goal, including, as Molly mentioned, the completion of the comprehensive community-scale greenhouse gas inventory. This inventory will be used to identify the sectors, activities, and sources contributing to the city's carbon footprint. I understand Deborah Shepard of Riverstone's Sustainability has done outstanding work on this, and I know her group is here today. Additionally, the city will continue to evaluate energy alternatives, including large-scale green power and biogas, building retrofits, solar, off-site renewable electricity, as well as incentives and rebates to support these efforts. Our second commitment is to reduce the municipal solid waste generation per capita by at least 15% by 2030 compared to 2015. A waste reduction task force has been working on this important initiative as we have seen unprecedented increases in waste hauling costs and the change from receiving payment for recycling to now paying for these items to be hauled. The task force has worked diligently on exploring a range of options and is working with the City Council on adoption and implementation of a new citywide program that will include a pay-as-you-throw component. It's important for everyone to recognize that this is not to generate revenue, but to incentivize all to think more carefully about your household trash. I strongly recommend joining Black Earth's composting program. Estimates are that approximately 60% of household waste is food, and composting would significantly reduce your weekly trash output. Members of the Waste Task Force have done an extraordinary job on researching other communities and what they are doing, and I look forward to being able to implement this commitment so that we can begin to seriously reduce the trash in our city. In closing, I am so very proud of our city staff and the incredible number of volunteers, many of you are here today, who contribute to making Newburyport a greener, more resilient, sustainable, and healthier place to live, work, and play. Thank you.